All right, guys, this is probably the most candid video I've ever made, or probably am ever going to make on this channel. I'm gonna try to avoid too much editing. Might be some words flying that I usually don't use on this channel, so let me go ahead and apologize for that right up front. My filter's kind of gone right now, and I'm trying to avoid going into a panic attack, basically, which fortunately I don't think I can because of the medication that I'm on, but there's a lot of anxiety going on in here right now. All right, so look, I just got a phone call from my primary care physician, and the reason they were calling me is to let me know that they got some results back from an ultrasound that I had yesterday. And they called me, and I knew things were going to be wrong, because the way it started was, hey, is this Mike? And I'm like, yeah, this is me. And instead of just going, well, hey, Mike, everything's fine, they were like, well, is this Mike? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, can I verify your date of birth? Can I verify your address? And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, shit. What do they have to tell me that is so important that they have to make sure it's me, and it's not somebody else, or they got the wrong person on the phone, because they could have told anybody, everything's fine. So anyway, they told me, well, we got the results back on your ultrasound, and doctor said there's abnormalities, so we're going to try to get you into a specialist as fast as we can. And they started asking me stuff like, well, is there a specialist that you prefer? I'm like, just fucking get me in there with somebody. If there's something wrong, I don't give a shit who I see. Just get me in there, talk to somebody about it. I didn't say that, but in my head, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, if I need to see somebody, I need to see somebody. So anyway, the ultrasound that I had was on my, I'm trying to word this as friendly as I can, since family members might be watching this, my down low man parts. Maybe that's a way to do it. Well, let's just say I went to the doctor, and I went balls out at the doctor. How's that sound? So, yeah, I had an ultrasound of my testicles is what it is. And the thing that sucks the most about this is the reason why I went is because I've been having some dull pain in my right testicle, and it doesn't seem to be sitting quite as normal as it does. Seems like it's kind of shifted around or done something funky in there. So anyway, TMI. But so I was like, I'll go see a doctor about this. The problem is that this started 2 years ago, and I'm only getting into the doctor for it now. And if this is like a worst case scenario type situation, and it ends up being something like testicular cancer or something, you catch that shit early on, it's a breeze to get that taken care of. But you let it sit there in your system for 2 years, situation might change a little bit. And I'm hoping that's not what it is. And I'm not really focused on that possibly being the situation. It could be any number of things. And honestly, I could just have an incompetent doctor that, thinks he saw something wrong, and I'll go see a specialist, and they'll be like, why'd they send you here? So this could be absolutely nothing, or it could be something highly concerning. And I just don't know what it is yet. And when this first started, the reason why it took me 2 years to get this taken care of is when it first started, I didn't even have health insurance. So there's absolutely no way in the world that I could afford to go to the doctor without health insurance. So I finally got health insurance, and so like a year later, when I got health insurance and nothing had subsided and the pain was still intermittently coming on, I decided I would go to the doctor. I actually made an appointment to go to the doctor and schedule an ultrasound and have all this looked at. Well, when I went into the doctor, instead of getting an ultrasound on my testicles and getting this situation taken care of, I ended up having a panic attack the night before my doctor's office visit. And I went in there the next morning, and panic attack had not subsided. It was for different reasons, but so nonetheless, I go in there, and doctor's thinking, we need to treat you for what you got going on right now. I never even brought up, hey, the reason I'm here is because of this. We just went straight to trying out medication for anxiety. And then I started going down that road of having bad side effects, from anxiety medications and trying to get into a good headspace there. Next thing you know, a whole nother year passes, and here we are 2 years later. And I actually put in for this ultrasound about a month ago, and I just finally got the, call back to go have one. And they called me and said, look, we had a cancellation, we can get you in here today. So 2 hours after my phone call yesterday, I'm having my ultrasound. But it took a month to even get a phone call back because the doctor that I had seen and put in the order for ended up moving on to another clinic. So my doctors are going through paperwork, that she had left behind, and it's this whole mess up. It just took way too long to go in and get this looked at. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know what the results are going to look like to a specialist. I don't know what kind of procedures I'm going to have done, if any. All I can say is that if this ends up being something, then every last one of you dudes out there who end up having a problem like this, just get it looked at. Get it looked at as fast as you possibly can. Don't put it off, because you never know if it's something that's real easy to catch and treat in the beginning, but if you let it go on too long, it might not be as easy. And I have no idea what this is, so I'm just kind of spatting off at the mouth here. Bottom line, the whole point of this video is just to say, hey, TMI, I have an issue with my testicles. So we'll see what's going on. I don't know when the specialist appointment is going to be. They acted like it was kind of something I should go in there pretty soon for. But my last specialist appointment took like 8 months to get in. So I'm not really expecting a whole lot. But hopefully they get me in there and I can just get this taken care of and have my mind eased a little bit. And I should probably end the video now because I'm actually sitting in a parking lot where tractor trailers come in. And I would have not expected a tractor trailer to come in during this time of day, on this day. But there you are. So I'll see you guys in the next video. It won't be this depressing, but I don't know what to say, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully I can get myself out of this anxious funk and not worry about this until I figure out what's really going on. Bye.